Welcome to another interesting case study. Today, I'm bringing you guys an AI case study. And this is from a client who recently joined our incubator. And the reason why I wanted to get him on an interview so early is because he has already validated AI for a local service business, which is construction and development companies. And you guys are going to get to see how he kind of like applied AI with short form content to go viral and to scale a construction business to 600K in 6 months with no prior experience in running a construction business. So what we're doing in our incubator is we're taking what he's built and we're launching it and trying to sell it and build and release it into other construction businesses. And I have some data since we shot this interview. After launching his ads, he's getting $20 cost per booked call. And the reason why it's so cheap and the reason why the market is so excited for this is because he's solving for the biggest problem for local service business, which is lead quality and lead show up rate. Most people who are selling marketing to local service business are only selling ads and getting them leads, but that's useless. And that's why most people in local service who are not building and releasing AI growth infrastructures or AI solutions that bridges the whole gap and that nurtures leads before they jump on a sales call, don't make any money. For anyone interested in essentially getting into the local market and start building and releasing AI growth solutions in this market, because it is just so easy to get them on sales call, then click the link below and learn about episode 2 of the Growth Creator series, as we're going to be showcasing every single thing that we're doing to launch offers in the local market. And I believe is the easiest path to scaling past 25K a month in 2025. Enjoy. So let's get this thing started. Timmy, I would love for you to just spend just a second introducing yourself, where you're from, where you're currently living, and then we'll jump into what you've been cooking up later. But just
Yeah.
introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Timmy. I'm living in Calgary, Canada. Been here for about 4 years now. Before that, we're in the UK, and so moved here with my family just right in the middle of COVID.
Mm,
So previously, I was in retail, right? So selling products online, like Amazon, and I
yeah,
sold that business actually. And then, funny enough, I decided to jump into construction, and I started a remodeling business here.
yeah.
So yeah, that's basically the
S-
cliff notes.
how do you go from retail to construction? Like, did you have an insight? Did you read somewhere how construction businesses are built? Like, how did you get into that?
Yeah, funny enough, I mean, again, I can't do any framing or picking up tools, right? But again, my background was mostly in sales, marketing, running ads. That I brought that from the retail, doing e-commerce because it's
Mhm.
really heavy, it's really competitive, spending thousands of dollars a day on social media. And then, funny enough, like my sister-in-law was doing her basement in Calgary, and
Yeah.
the guy took 7 months to do the basement. It's supposed to be like a 6 week job, right? And I was like, you know what, this actually can be done better. There should be a better way to,
Mm.
get clients for this, implement, get the business running, and then see. So, and there's a big construction boom in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Prime Trudeau has been wanting to build 4 million homes.
Okay.
So the builders build homes, they don't build the basements. People want to rent out their basement. So I kind of saw that niche, so what I wanted to do was bring the expertise I knew in getting clients,
Yeah.
running ads on social media into a local business where, just like on your video, is like make get rich forever because it's an asset basically, right?
Yeah,
So
you saw that video?
yeah, that no, that was a really good video, yeah. Because in the end,
Love it.
it's those, how will I put it, local main street businesses that will be here 10, 15 years from now doing the
Mm-hmm.
work, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically.
Yeah, that's a great insight. For those who didn't get to see that video, I think it's good to kind of like talk about it because this is going to be super important. I released a video on YouTube where I was talking about the fact that a lot of people online pick business models that are easy, meaning they have no assets, there's no tangible, there is no infrastructure, nothing that will stand the test of time. And I kind of like talked about like if you're doing consulting, info product, or even online services, it is good to transition into something that will be here a decade or even a century from now, right? And use
Yeah.
the leverage you've acquired and the skills to go into a business that's more structured. That's what Hormozy is doing with his acquisition.com. He's acquiring brick and mortar businesses, franchise businesses. And yeah, so that's what Temi brought up, which is good. Okay, cool. Now walk us through from how you got started with the construction business. So how did you start doing content and using AI?
So the first thing I did was research, right? So
Yeah.
find what kind of content actually goes viral in that niche, right?
Mhm.
So I kind of set up like a new blank Instagram page and just
Yeah.
started viewing content just in that niche. And then you know how Instagram does, right? Once you view one video, they kind of follow up with multiple, right?
Yep.
So after that, I mean, I just basically kind of started scrolling around, seeing a pattern in different kinds of content, right? There's the content that shows how much things cost in construction, for example. There are
Mhm.
people that actually show the behind the scenes of maybe it's a landscaper in England showing behind the scenes of how he actually does the job. And people are viewing this, right? So if I kind of put them all into categories of
Yep.
content, so I had like 4 or 5 categories.
Hmm.
And then so now the idea was, okay, now I wanted to replicate this in my own business, right? So
Yep.
that was that was the first step. And then the next step was, okay, you know what? I didn't want to I wanted to have like a good quick output, like not having to like spend time shooting the videos, editing them.
Right.
So and that's
Yeah.
when, ChatGPT was really, really good in creating good content mixed with 11 labs on the audio. So I could
Yeah.
just pump out content, every week, right?
Yeah.
So I would go into ChatGPT, give it like a writing style, a video idea to give me the script. I go into 11 labs, record the audio and the visuals. That was the hard part, right? The visuals,
Yeah.
because it's a video, right? So
Uh-huh.
basically what I was doing, like I'll go to the sites and then just walk around, take videos of whatever it is that we're doing. If we're doing framing
Mhm.
today, installing the HVAC system tomorrow,
Yeah.
so I have lots of all those videos on my phone, and then I just kind of back the audio with these videos, and then
With
yeah, and
AI.
then
Yeah.
with AI, yeah.
Yeah. And you want to tell people like some of the numbers that you were, because on Instagram it tells you how much reach you got in a month. How much reach or how many impressions were you getting a month?
I was getting it started out it wasn't great in the first month, right? Because
Yep.
yeah, I was still figuring out what works. But
Yep.
once I figured out what works, then I was able to get like a video that did like a million views, right? In I think it was about 3 days. Like I posted it before I went to bed. I got
Yeah.
up, it was like 20,000 views. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. By the end
Uh-huh.
of the day, it was like 500,000, and then
Yep.
next day was like 1.7 million. I'm like, okay, that works. That's fine. And then I think a week later, I posted a different video in a different category. Because I told you I had multiple categories, right?
Yep.
And then that one went crazy. I think the most viewed video that we have right now is 6.6 million views.
Which is insane, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you share that, because you share down on a group call we were on. I didn't have much context because you joined after the Webby, but I didn't necessarily have a lot of context on what you had done. But then
Hmm.
when I looked at when you shared your Instagram, I was like, this is insane, right?
Yeah, I know.
That was, I mean, you literally, because most people who go viral, they go viral like one video, maybe you get that 6 million one viewed, and then it's done. But for you, you could go like $1 million million view video, and then it would go maybe three, four, five, and then another million views every like three, four, five reels that you posted, which is that's pretty. So how did you consistently, would you say that it's from knowing the packaging, because that's where it's like if you just find the right hook and the right angle for the specific niche you're in.
Hmm. So I think it's more
Yeah.
about they are different. I mean, okay, I think I did a course like last year.
Yeah.
It's called, I can't remember the name of the course anymore. Anyways, but so they broke it down into different parts of the video. There's the hook. The hook is the most important thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a visual hook and then there's the written hook. So the one that did 6 million views, I can kind of break down how that works, right? So it's like
Please.
um 4 renovations that add zero value to your home, right?
Mm.
When you see that, people are like, oh wow, okay, I'm gonna do a renovation and it's gonna add zero value. So why would I even waste time? So that's the intrigue. So there's the payback coming later. And so that's the written hook, also
Yeah.
spoken. And then the visual hook is I think it was a guy breaking down some walls or something like that. So it's like a construction fail. So
Yeah.
fail videos really do well on social media, just like, randomly they go viral anyways. And there are loads of those kind of construction fail videos, right? So I kind of
Oh, nice.
saved a couple of all those videos on my in my Instagram.
Yeah.
And then so that's the initial part. And then you now have to you have the hook, you have to give the payoff, right? So now the payoff is now giving them the four renovations and why it's not.
Yeah.
So the also what makes it do well is the fast-paced audio. I don't like there are no breaks in between. Like I kind of edit it so that it's like as he finishes saying something, he's saying something else, and then it kind of just pulls you through the video. That's what
Yeah.
I think actually does help. And the good thing about the 11 labs is they have loads of voices that actually have good engagement, right? So I tried
Yeah.
three different voices. The one that I actually use on the Instagram is the one that actually performed the best. So it was more like
Okay.
an A/B test.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically, oh, and then there's also another option of creating controversy, right? So I
Yeah.
think in one of the videos I said, oh, okay, you know what? There's a swimming pool adds zero value.
Mm.
Yeah, if you're in Calgary, yeah, it's half the year it's snowing, so you have a swimming pool. But then there are
Yeah.
people in Florida saying, "Oh yeah, if a swimming pool is definitely gonna add blah blah blah." So people are fighting in the comments,
Yeah.
complaining. I don't mind. Keep it coming. That gives you
Keep
more
it coming.
engagement.
Yeah, it gets you the engagement, right? Okay, sick. Love it.
Exactly.
Now, tell us kind of like how you grew. Um, I know you shared a little bit on the numbers for the construction business, but like tell us the numbers you were able to do kind of like from what you scaled to where you scaled the construction company and how long it took you to kind of like scale it to that revenue number.
So basically, I mean, the reason why I actually was going on Instagram, quick background was
Yeah.
I didn't want to, do the traditional run an ad on Instagram, get your basement. Basically, we do basement developments, right?
Yeah.
So get your basement done and call this number. It's a new company. There's this thing I call the authority protocol, right? If you have that authority, perceived authority as a content creator on Instagram
Mhm.
or on social media generally,
Yeah.
when people call you, they're kind of pre-sold on your value because they've seen you do work online. So when they're
Yeah.
coming to us and then we're giving them higher quotes because I don't want to be, basically
Commodity.
exactly. I don't want to be the
Yeah.
commodity. So the good thing was that okay, so with those videos that did 1.7 million views, it was basically a breakdown of every step of a basement development process and how much each step costs.
Mm.
A lot of people don't share that information, right? A lot of contractors feel as if, oh no, they don't want to have a breakdown or they send an invoice, an estimate out, and it's a
Yeah.
one lump sum. So we kind of flipped the script and decided to be transparent with everything.
Hmm.
Okay, so here's your basement. It's going to cost you $70,000, right? If you want a basement done by us, give us a call, right? So we're able to use just that one video. We probably got, I think, about 500 leads up until
Wow.
1 month later. We got about 835 leads. And then we're able to book jobs, about $600,000 worth of jobs in just that 4 months.
Insane. Insane.
Yeah.
Now, when when for me, when I saw this opportunity, I was like, a construction business cannot scale to millions of dollars a month in like 6 months, in 12 months, right? Or even multiple six figures because you have people actually
Then we
working.
have the bottleneck. The bottleneck is actually doing the work, right? So we
Yeah,
kind of have to
right?
like shut it down and then make sure we're able to
To
deliver.
do the work.
But then again, yeah, yeah, go ahead. No, not
Yeah.
to.
So I wanted to kind of like preface here like the strategy of how we're applying this because you joined the incubator. The goal is how could you have an insight, you have a mechanism, you figure out a way to, it's not just construction, you can literally go into any contracting uh, home service business and you can literally apply the same protocol that you've done, right? It
Yep.
costs you, I think 11 labs is what, like $20 a month.
Yeah, $20.
It
Yeah.
might even be free. Chat GPT is free and you have also the $20 a month subscription
Hmm.
and all you just need is an editor, right? And you need someone to just scrape a bunch of footage that is already in online, right? Like the framework that you just shared can literally be replicated, right? Now you take a specific insight, you could go to every construction company out there and say, hey guys, stop burning money on ads. Uh, let us get you virality. Let us get you views, and you don't ever have to pay a single penny on ads, right? Which is
Yeah.
kind of like that. Now, for me, I know you've booked some calls this week already, and we're going to talk about that. But for me, what I think would really be great is not just getting a piece of the pie. And I think this is actually going to be good on the sales because you've been getting on. But I would actually want for you to start having conversation of potentially getting equity in the businesses that you're servicing.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's the plan going forward. I've just been on the first four calls now.
Yeah. So tell
And
us a little bit more context. Like what happened on the who were these businesses? Walk us through that.
so I had a couple. So yeah, four calls, actually no, two calls, two were no-shows,
Yeah.
one already rescheduled.
Hmm.
So they were kitchen remodeling companies. There was one out in Orange County, California, and then there was one in Ontario.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean we I did the call, kind of dug deep into what their problems were, how they were, what issues they were. Again, a lot of them have the same problems, right?
Which are?
The ads that they've been burnt by a lot of other clients, right? Other
Yeah.
companies that are running Facebook ads,
Legion.
lead
Yeah.
gen. I'll get you 10 leads and then those leads don't pick up the phone,
Yeah.
right? And stuff like that. So I'm trying to come with the idea of, I know why they're not picking up the phone, because they don't know who you are, right? Because they're actually just putting their name into a form and they have no idea who you are. But
And
with
it's automated too. Like it
exactly,
just pre-fills it. Yeah.
it pre-fills it, yeah. So on the back end of that, you have the authority protocol, which that's what I'm calling my service, right?
Mhm.
People come to you, they see you, they've seen your views, I'm sorry, your videos on Instagram. So
Yeah.
they know who you are, they're coming to you pre-sold, right? So this is what we can implement for you. So, and what both of them did not sign up because they were expecting to be um like, I've not been able to like separate myself from that person that they got burnt from yet, because
Yeah.
they didn't
Okay.
understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And then they had
Quick
like
question.
sticker shock
Yeah.
when I
Quick.
reviewed the price as well.
Yeah, I know. I know. You offer it to be a pitch 10K. Quick
Yeah.
question. In the sales process, from these guys booking a call, right? You're getting pretty, also, this is also an important topic. You were getting in the first few days like 30, $40 cost per lead. It has gone up, right?
Mhm.
And one of the worries that you had was like, hey, this is cost per lead is pretty expensive. But based on the type of leads that you're going after companies. Do you know the revenue, the size of these people who jumped on a call with you?
Yeah, so there was a guy doing $1 million,
Yeah.
and then he wanted to scale to five.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another one that was just shy of 1 million as well, a year.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah. So these are like most companies in the States, I think there's like 32 million businesses. There's only like 4 million that actually does over $1 million a year, right? So it's like just almost 10%, or I don't even know if it's 10%, but like there's a small number of people actually make a shit ton of money. So when you're
Right.
going after these bigger businesses, the cost per lead is going to be higher than if you're going after consumers or people, just the masses, right? So it is important for anyone who's watching this video, if you're going after companies, bigger businesses, to understand that you're going to have to pay more because these people's attention is worth a lot more, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Now, did you showcase just exactly how you just explained what happened for your construction business? Is there a VSL that showcases every single thing in
Yeah,
before? Yeah?
yeah. So we have a VSL. I try to make sure that they watch it before they come on,
Yeah.
right? I think one did not have time to watch, the other one did.
Yeah.
Um, but I think what I need to switch is the actual ad, because the ad is an image ad. I want to do the same thing that I've done for the um, development business, right? To actually have a video that actually explains. I actually have a video done already. I was going to send that
Interesting.
to Casey to take a look. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's basically the idea is if they know what they're coming into the sales call for,
Or
then they're kind of more open. They understand that I'm
uh-huh.
not just some other lead gen person trying to give them 10
Yeah,
leads
yeah,
a month, something like that.
100%, 100%. And I think you should, and even in any everything you do, that should be the thing that you lead with. It's like, hey, we don't like. I think you could do the same protocol that you did for the construction business, uh,
Hmm.
where you essentially find a hook, where it's based on like, hey, you've already been burned by lead gen agencies.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
there's a new game in town, or there's a new play in town where you don't actually need to pay Facebook ad or Meta for leads. You can actually acquire these leads for free for you while building uh, up a brand for your development business. Here's how we did it. Video
Yeah.
one, 1 million. Another video, 6 million views. Another video, 1 million views. And this how many leads we got. And this how many converted to. You can literally go from uh, you've been scammed 1 million times over. Here is here's how to actually play the game nowadays without paying wasting money on leads. And they
Yeah.
show them viral videos after viral videos after viral videos, and we show them that hey, we've built a system to replicate this success, and then show them that hey, this is how many leads we got, and this is the ratio from lead to dollar,
Right.
right? So that you can really tell, like, hey, normally you'll get 100 leads, but maybe you'll only be able to talk to five. We got
Yeah.
500, and we generated almost over $500,000 in projects from it. That means like every single
Exactly.
lead was worth $1,000 for us. There's no
Yeah.
way you're going to get that through paid ads.
I think that will also reduce the cost per lead on the front end as well. So because again, one thing I did really well, or I think you guys also do really well in the incubator is you have this thing they call the YU worksheet, right?
Yeah.
So the YU worksheet kind of because if you know if you know what pain these people are going through and you can speak to that pain, right?
Yeah.
It's yeah, like you're kind of miles ahead. So I think for each problem obstacle, I think I have like 16 of them, right? Because I know all the
Mm.
issues that they go through.
Yeah.
So all of them are all single hooks. Every problem obstacle is a hook for a video. So I've just
Yeah.
taken two of them, try them out, and then let's see, because that's my goal now, right? Because what we have right now are just basic image ads. Again,
Mhm.
just to get out of the
It
market and
doesn't.
see what's going on.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Then we need to now go
Optimize it. Yeah. No, I
optimize.
agree. One thing that was really because when you joined the incubator, one of the things that really had me that I'm really excited about is I generally think most people create companies. Most people are incapable of building $1 million companies and scale them past, five, 8 figures and whatever, because the inception of that idea was never from a actual pain, from a context that they had. It
Right,
was from like let's use the case of the online space where people are learning how to build online businesses from courses. The problem with a course is that you're not you have no context as to who you're going to serve. You're just
right,
making shit up and you're taking someone else's idea, knowledge to go and replicate from it. But for you, you're 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 probably the first business owner that has come to us to who like first of all you built a successful business from the fact that you dealt with the pain. Your sister had an issue with her basement. It took 7 months. Then you built a business and scaled it to $500,000 a year.
yeah,
That's how great businesses are built. Then you found an even better insight. Then you can jump into a better business model that's more efficient.
hmm,
And for me, like that's I think is one of the most beautiful way to build a business.
right, yeah,
When you build it from just like, oh, I'm seeing AI opportunity, yeah, but okay, so what? You're just another person who's seeing a tool, but you have no context as to what problems people are dealing with. AI itself has no use and utility
yeah,
unless
yeah. Okay.
unless it's used to solve a problem that is genuinely matters for people.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
True. Yeah, you're right. It's yeah, if you're able to speak to whatever issues they have, like again, there's the industry language that you can actually, talk to them with. They kind
Yeah.
of understand, right? So again, I mean, two calls is not enough to, how will I put it, have like uh um to optimize, right? But
Yeah.
then the idea is to get on more calls, kind of get people to understand and then see where we can actually, improve over time and start finding those pain points that actually are the ones that are the most painful, and then, help them
100%.
solve that.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw, but for you, and even for us in general, right? Even with this AI system that we're building internally, our biggest bottleneck isn't necessarily the ideas or the hooks or this and that, is actually the video component of it, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know if you saw, but ChatGPT or OpenAI Sora just released. Did you see that new update?
Yeah, I saw it. Although people are not crazy about it, like it's a,
Yeah.
but then, I mean, if they improve it, then it's gonna be
Yeah.
like really game changing.
Yeah, because yeah, it's just a matter of time until they
Oh
can
yeah,
actually do it, right?
exactly.
Um, but for me, the thing that I've been really thinking about is like, what happens once we can create text to video in
On
the
demand.
marketing on demand in the marketing world? Like it becomes scary,
Yeah, I know.
right? So I'm excited. I'm excited personally because you literally can build a business where the AI creates the content and the content sells another content business, where it's like you could literally build an AI agent eventually that takes your protocol for a construction business, development businesses, and have it create other AI content pieces that go viral on your behalf, and you just don't have to do anything.
Exactly. I think the what I wanted to do, right, is if you scroll down on the Instagram of the basement development company,
Yeah.
I actually didn't want to put my face on it, right? Because I wanted to be something like stands on its own. You could
Yep.
grow it, you could sell it to private equity or whatever.
Yep.
So I wanted my initial idea, which I think I was probably too early in the game, was
Yeah.
have an AI influencer. This person is the face of the business,
Oh,
right? He does all the content. He's the one like, doing all the videos and everything using HeyGen. So at
hmm.
that point, HeyGen wasn't good enough. It probably is not great enough to like kind of get that engaging video.
Yeah.
So I wasn't
Yeah.
getting that how like could it I mean, I didn't go viral until like basically stop doing that,
Yeah.
right? Then I did like was mostly faceless content, and that did better, right? But then if you get to the point where AI with the avatars can actually be, then you can actually spin up a business.
Yeah.
That guy is your influencer. That person is the one doing the content. You have an AI doing the lead qualification. You have an
Yeah.
AI doing the triaging. Just jump on sales calls, right? That's that's what you have to
That's
do.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. It's crazy to me. Like, one of the reasons why I've really been a big proponent of AI recently is because in our service world, people are not using AI to the degree, like even for you, like the what you've done with your construction business, not many people are doing that for for local businesses or online service businesses. The only people who are doing what you're doing really well are people selling apps
Hmm.
and using short form content. They're milking this short form content trend. Like there's kids who built a I think they scaled it to like what, like $500,000 a month, all through organic. They're spinning up content that goes viral, the hooks, everything. They're finding a niche online on Instagram, and they're finding videos that have already gone viral. They're packaging, they're taking the packaging, then they're taking care of the body. Then the call to action is their app, right? They're scaling.
Right.
And then also what's happening is they're taking apps that already existed. Let's say like a My Fitness Pal that tracks your calories or the food that you're consuming, and then they're just adding a component of AI to it, because now with AI, you could take a picture and it could analyze what's in the picture and actually count the macros on your behalf. So
Mm,
they're just spinning up apps that already existed and
that's
using
crazy.
AI. Then you're using AI to create content online and
Yeah.
just drive that traffic to that. And I'm like, this is amazing. But why is the online service agency space, we're still telling people, oh, do ads, run ads, right? Like for me, I generally have been keeping myself from spending a lot of money on ads because I want to become better at leveraging this idea of you can get attention for free. So why would you spend
Organic.
money on,
Yeah. Yeah.
why would you
It's so
spend
much
money?
it's so much more efficient as well too, right? Because when you're spending, even if you do retargeting ads, just video ads, you're still spending 1 cent a view or something like that. But a view is a 3 second view. But
Yeah.
it's still not, yeah. I think again, those guys haven't caught on yet, right? And I think this is probably where you guys at client acquisition are actually ahead of everything else, is because you can see opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So in the end, it's good if they haven't caught on yet, right? We can
It's
use.
good. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not, guys,
I'm not
don't believe
complaining.
in anything we're talking about. Don't even listen. But yeah, I mean, this is where gaps in the market, this is where we make money, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no,
about the insights, right? Yeah, if you have those insights and then you can use that and be at the forefront, right?
yeah,
Because some tools in AI might not be ready yet, but if you start now and then when you have the tools performing at their optimum, then you're there ready to
it's
go.
already done. Yeah, exactly. It's like you take over, right?
Yeah.
Um, but no, I'm genuinely excited. For me, I told myself that I would make a bet on going all in on it. Whether it's perfect or not, it doesn't really matter because, as an example, if I would have never started talking about it, we probably wouldn't be on this call today,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So, like, I wouldn't have understood your case study or how you're doing things. I wouldn't
Hmm.
have, we wouldn't have onboarded other clients who are also building stuff because this most people build their programs around, oh, this is my program, I'm helping you. Instead of being like, no, it's actually not that way. It's I'm helping you solve a problem so you can fast track to to solving it and acquire new insights. But
Yeah.
as I help you, I learn more about what you're also doing, which also helps me know more. And it's like it's a flywheel. So
And you get data from companies that you can actually implement in another client's company. It's
yeah,
like it's good ecosystem basically, right? With
yeah.
everybody around, people sharing stuff. It's no, it's really cool.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. And I realized it because most people are running online companies, programs, coaching, consulting, info. They they are so sold on this idea of leverage where, oh, I'll give you just the information and then you just implement it yourself, right? But then they don't realize they're like, okay, as soon as that information is consumed, then you have no value to give to these people,
Yep, it's done. It's
right?
done. Exactly.
Um, Yeah, but yeah, what was your experience, by the way, from being onboarded?
Oh no, like basically I wanted to hit the ground running basically, right? And
Yeah,
the team was there while I was hitting the ground running. So like I think in 2 weeks
yeah,
we had the ads ready to go.
yeah.
We just needed to have them the warm up going, right? So but then in 3 weeks, like we're ready to go. So
Sick.
everybody knows what they need to do. Like people are really helpful. Like the whole team, Casey, Haisam, Glai,
Yeah,
Isa, like
Glide was in the systems cooking up.
oh yeah, like before you have like everything set up. Like
Yeah,
the when you see something go from a lucid chart, like I know what was meant to happen to the actual system being set up, right? If I
yeah.
had to do it, I'll probably spend months, go to
I know,
Upwork,
I
hire
know,
someone, do all
I
that.
know, I know. It's one of the most boring. Yeah, no, for me, like I remember first time if 2 years ago when I started using Go High Level, it was so. It's not that it's hard to do. It's just that it takes a lot. It's a learning curve that you have to go through. And for
Exactly.
me, I looked at the activation points for our clients and I realized that systems was one of those things that like keep people stuck because you
Yeah.
can't just skip it. It's not like an ad that's going to get you leads. No, you have to sit down, you have to connect your Google Calendar, your Google account, then you have
Yeah.
to set up the calendar time, then you have to set up this and that takes so much time.
I've done
So
it before. Yeah. Trust me, it's
yeah,
painful.
it's painful. It's so painful. And paying a lot of money and then having to sit down on GHL is like, come on.
No, it was
Yeah.
basically, done properly, done right,
Yeah.
built and released basically, right? So now I've been released out into the
Come
world.
on.
It just needs to work.
Come
And
on,
now I'm
practice
hoping
what
to
we
get
preach.
something like I'm hoping to have that same kind of team, like have your own
Yeah,
Glide, your own Hisam that actually can do these things because they are the best at I believe, right?
uh,
I've been on a couple of other um programs and to be honest, yeah, this is miles way better than whatever I've
yeah,
actually ever been on. So yeah, it's good.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm
Yeah.
trying to do my best. We're trying to over deliver. And this is our entry program too, right?
Oh, so there's even better. Oh,
Mm.
that's
Right.
cool.
So no, for me, because I've seen what happens when people buy programs online. It's like, and the most, the people who need the most value or the most help are the people who don't yet have a team.
Mm,
Because let's say we're working with someone who's already doing, let's say, 50K, 100K a month, that person has a team. So like they don't need our team to come in and do stuff for them. Their team can do the work for them. But someone who maybe can has maybe one or two team members, they don't have the time to stop doing what they're doing to go and build a new infrastructure, a new system, a new playbook. So
Hmm.
by getting a trained team to do the work, it kind of like facilitates the speed of implementation, execution, so we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
move on to the new problems. And it's not saying that doing this removes obstacles in business, but it's just that at least you start dealing with better problems.
Better problems, bigger problems to deal with, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool.
Setting up a
Awesome.
pattern.
So yeah, right now I think focus would be let's get those new creatives for ads launched. Another thing that I would do is I don't know if I'm going to talk to the content team to try to see on if on YouTube there are those if there are kind of like platforms, channels that actually get crazy amounts of views on YouTube in the development construction niche, because I would love if you can do a breakdown, like spin up a YouTube channel and do a proper breakdown of your profile and then let leads come and find you.
Yeah. That's the
Because
thing. Like, yeah, I've thought about it. YouTube is not huge. I mean, there might be some bad. Yeah, but again, yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a
yeah,
look.
we'll look at it because we have nothing to lose. Because I think the problem with ads is that ads speaks to such a small market.
Hmm.
And not everyone is like Meta is not going to distribute your ads, like, right? So it's a bidding war. Like
Yeah,
people
exactly.
are being served so many ads that like your ads is going to eventually show up at some point whenever, and it's just a small tiny group. But like the reason why Google and I always double down on YouTube is because when people are looking for yours for solutions,
Hmm.
they go on YouTube, they go on Google. So we got to make sure that you're on there, and I'm sure if you could put your VSL on YouTube and just send them there, I've post lead coming through, there's no way
Yeah,
people will convert.
I've done already. I've actually set up a channel. I have 4 videos going right
Perfect.
now.
Beautiful.
So the idea
Yeah.
is to find actually get views on those videos. There's
Yeah.
no other YouTube channel, as you said, that actually does the same
Mm,
thing that actually is able to scale that we can kind of model off of.
yeah.
But I'm sure there are people there
We'll
on.
research. We'll research. Don't worry. I'll get the team to do some research. Um, but yeah, cool. Awesome. Did you have any other questions for me?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, just looking forward to getting those new creators launched and then
Let's
yeah,
do it.
more
Let's do
sales
it.
calls.
All right, beautiful. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be launching. We're going to be updating. We've done a little update on the ads side of things for the AI content engine, and then yeah, I'm excited. And I think we have worked on the YouTube one. So actually, we might need to use that one to just do the research
Yeah.
because we segmented it separately from the one doc. Now it's going to be YouTube, then it's going to be ads, and
Yeah, I
then
saw that. Yeah, I saw
from
that.
yeah. So yeah,
And that
cool.
should work really well. Sounds
Uh,
good. I'm
Perfect.
excited.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for jumping on. And yeah, I'm gonna drop this. I think it's gonna be really good. You let me know if you want me to shout you out, your profiles and everything like that. I can just get the team to throw it in after.
Yeah, that's fine. No, we can do that. Sounds good.
Cool. Perfect. Awesome. All
If
right,
that
Timmy.
helps. All right.
Have a beautiful day.
Serge, have a great
Bye.
day. Bye-bye.